Yeah, well, welcome back. Sorry if the audio is not as good as it should be. We filmed something this morning, the road mics are broken, I've ordered some new ones. Perfect, right, we're on the same note. We are now doing an EICR on a board that we swapped over, was it 2 years ago? What was the thing you say on the top? Yeah, 2021, April, nearly 2 years ago. Tenants have moved out, so it's requiring a new EICR on the property to make sure everything's good. This is the one that you did. Yeah, so this
why is that unwired?
We unwired that because it fed the old boiler supply back in the day, but we didn't want to cut it off because there is still a supply up there.
Oh, right.
So nice and neat, as you can see here. But that's the sort of thing, if you do an EICR and you come to a property and the board looks like that, even if it's not for us, but if it's someone else, they can just go, delicious, you know it's been a good job, you know it's been looked after, it's done well, and it should make our life 10 times easier to test. This was extended from the outside. Here we have the tail's going up into an AD box. These are all, this wasn't DIN rail connectors. This was, back in the day, I think we just put Wagos on it all, didn't we? And Wagoed it all through, labelled it all up. We'll have the front off of that anyway to double check everything's still nice and tight and secure. 2 years on. Empty property, nice and clear. Easy for us to test, to pull all the fronts off. This is the type of thing you want to do a 20, 30, 40, 50% EICR. Where there's a place like this, in my eyes, you do not have an excuse in the slightest not to take off 99% of the accessories and lights down from the ceiling. I can reach that quite easily. We can double check all that. We can get to the front of the sockets and the switches. So we'll have a whiz around and we're going to use the new tester, so we'll give this a good go. Here it is. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Oh, beautiful. Adam, look. How nice that is. I haven't charged this up. This is from factory, so we'll see how we get on. But we'll give this a go, set that up, see how we're doing with the RCDs, IR, R1, R2, ZEs, ZSs. What?
RCBO, don't trip.
Really? It's off.
Oh wait, might have tripped.
I just swore at him then, so I don't know if I can leave that in or not. He's going, the RCD doesn't trip, but he'd already turned the breaker off.
It must have tripped. Well, I must
took
have
the lid off or whatever.
Yeah, I must have.
Right, we're going to see how fast it is. We're going to do a what?
So this is the fuse board. First test we usually do. Well, I've looked in the outside cupboard, see what supply it is, and then just going to test the supply at the DB. So got this weird new cock clip, the design. So I'm going to put that on the incoming earth. I've turned off the fuse board, so the main switch is off. All the circuits are off. All the RCBOs are off. I'm going to get my cock clip on there. Got an extra, well, a big long pin on the live pin, and then I'll put it on my live pin. On the tester, I've got it set on Z, which I think is right. It's not Z Max. We're not doing a ZS. We're just doing a Z. So like, and then I've got no RCD on that incoming. We're doing 2-wire and then LPE. So I've done it before a minute ago just to make sure it tested what I wanted it to. So I'll just do it again. I'll show you how quick it is. I don't know if there's a button you can change on the tester, but the old one, as soon as you put the live pin on, it would start automatically testing. So this one I've been having to actually click the red buttons either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 seconds. Sorry about that, people keep ringing me. I forgot to put the R1, R2 link leads through in the bag, so we're just using the spare crock clip here. I'm just going to go upstairs, so I'll follow him with this and see how fast it is. How quick was the ZE? I did count, it was like 4 or 5 seconds, something like that, if that.
Nice. So there's obviously a lot on this functional stuff, but I'm interested to have a go with the auto RCD testing at the end that we can do. Right, so I've already got really annoyed with this probe and just cut all the insulation off. So, hey ho. Right, 0 now.
Yeah, that's
zeroed. Nice. Nice bright screen, isn't it? And as well as this, you can go into the settings and change the brightness, and I'll show you that in a little bit. I'm still getting used to it, obviously. Right, upstairs, yeah?
You said this as well. I always turn it on just to annoy you. I'm going to leave it on, not ready.
Oh, that's a noise, that, isn't it? Right, someone needs to hold the tester because there's no strap.
Alright, you ready, bro?
Okay.
On the earth first, yeah?
Yeah.
That's not live anyway, but...
No, pull cord.
Alright.
Okay, we're about to do IR, but I'm just going to get the steps to disconnect the neon from up there. It's on red. Like I said in the previous video, when you change the function, the background light changes to the correct colour. So once you start learning what these colours are, which most of us have megas already know what they are, this is the same thing. Right, moving on to our...
I have put that on the right setting, haven't I?
Yeah.
Z Max, RCD, because it's on RCD.
3-wire, LPE. Yeah. So if you just click that RCD button, show everyone what it does. Second one in from this side.
This one?
Yeah. RCD EV, I know RCD, click again. RCD.
Yeah, earth first, then neutral.
I like how long the probes are. So I need to see a thing. Now Adam's on there. The old Mega did auto test, but this one doesn't. But I want to see if there's a function where it does the auto test. We do have a probe though with a button on it. Okay, sweet. 0.32. We'll get that off. I'm going to go make sure everything's unplugged and we'll show you an IR run through on the sockets. Right, we're going to do an IR, installation resistance test, on our socket circuit. So we're going to set the tester up in a second. I'm just double checking that everything is unplugged before we pump 500 volts through it. Isolator, 2-pole isolator on the extractor. There's only one socket circuit and the only thing that I can find that's plugged in is this. This could potentially be off the cooker circuit. So I want to make sure that it isn't, but I can't find, Adam, come closer, a cable anywhere. This drawer, annoyingly, as you try and pull it out, hits that, so we can't pull it out of the way. I can sort of see the termination block, but it's behind the cupboard. It's not in there, and it's not in there. But our biggest thing with this is we know this is just going to be an ignition for a gas hob, which is realistically going to be, Christ, 2 amps, isn't it? No, way less than 2 amps. But it'll be on a 3 amp plug top, and the flex wiring, it will probably be 0.75 mil to 1 mil. So we want to make sure that that's protected and it's not run directly off the 6 mil. So having a look and investigate, we might pull the hob up in a second, but, oh no, there we go. So in here, there is a socket and it has a plug top. So we know full well, we'll pull that out, make sure there's a 3 amp fuse in it. We know that that is then protected itself rather than off the cooker. So make sure that you double check that, but we'll pull that out now and have a look. Right, so we can't pull that out. The cupboard is completely in the way, so anything I can do is write it down as a limitation because it's physically wedged behind this end panel here.
And that's got a lot of silicone on it.
Beautiful. But yeah, that sort of thing, written down as a limitation. It shouldn't mess with our IR results and definitely won't blow it. So we'll get to it.
Next jump in the gun, he's trying to make us do the sockets. He's forgot the cookers next, so he's going to quickly do some tests on the cooker with the plug top. So we'll zero that out, we'll show you the little trick between live and earth on the plug top. We'll test that and then we'll pull the cooker out also, check the terminations on the back, and then we'll also get ZS's. So by just turning this on now, I know that this is off the cooker circuit, sorry, this is off the sockets of that and not off this. Like Adam says, you're going to get a little ZS there. Cheeky ZS. Let's see how quick this is because I've not seen it on the plug top. Oh, let's see if it auto tests. No.
So is there a button there? Click the question mark. Oh, so it tells you as well. Oh, so here you go. I'll show that again. If you click the help button, it'll show you, very similar to what the TIS used to do, but a lot better, of what you need to do and where it tests from. Oh, decent. I like it, Max.
Sometimes you have as well. This is a new kitchen, so it's new socket fronts, so you probably won't get that. Well, you might actually if it's been sat in the warehouse for ages. So normally, well, we'll test the theory, we'll do a test, see what we get. It probably won't change that much because it's brand new, but say if it's an old one, we'd flick the switch loads.
Yeah, we normally do 5 on and offs.
Yeah, so
0.26.
And then, never know, just unplug it and plug it back in. I reckon it would go down to 2.4, if that. Yeah, 2.5, so because it's new, it's not changed.
A little bit. It's a good little tip and trick for you there, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? And as easy as it is, and we all have been there, we know what it's like, just to get yourself a ZS at the socket ISO. We know how easy that is. You can write that on the certificate and you write down, that's what you tested to. It's 4 screws and pull it out, check behind, because we have no idea if the back of this oven's missing. We know it's brand new, but we're on about older installations. Do your due diligence for yourself, because you're the one that's going to have it on your report, on your certificate. You need to make sure that you've got it right. Worst case scenario, this goes wrong, you hurt someone, because you couldn't be bothered to test from there to there, and you wrote, oh, limitation, because you can't be bothered to take this out. It could help someone in the future. Right, ready? What is that a little bit?
Right, we've just got the steps. Gonna lift it onto the steps.
Oh, there's a rubbish handle.
What is that?
Right, I'll put my hand underneath it. Yep. Yeah, right.
Oh, they're in a lot of cable line.
That's pinched in. So this is what we mean.
Right, you're gonna have to lower it down a bit.
Can you see that?
Yeah, right.
But the cable's just been pinched behind the end panel.
Let me get my hand in there.
There we go.
It's just kink kind of cable.
It's just like a what, like you like? You say a kink? Adam? Obviously we just revealed a nice little socket, which we know will add a little bit more resistance onto it. But we've done this quite a few times where you've got 6mm feed in it. This allows you to plug a microwave up above and a single 30 amp oven below. So me and Adam have just decided, we've done an IR and we've done it on the plug top. I've never ever done an IR on the plug top, like ever, thinking it was, I just never thought about it, to be honest. But realistically, it should, to my knowledge, just go through the live and earth pins.
Yeah.
So we've disconnected the neutral, we've plugged it in, we've turned it on, it's turned off at the board, we've got 999. And the way you cycle through the voltage, so we've got 50 volts, 100, 250, 500, 1000. Oh, VAR 6.
Is that DC? No.
VAR. Huh? See, this is what I mean, guys. There's a lot of stuff on here.
Yeah, I'll wait there. Go back on it and we'll click the...
Information.
Does it tell? No, it just says the different combinations.
Maybe it's for the older VIR cable. It's actually designed for that. Let us know in the comment section, guys. Why is that showing a dead... it's...
Huh?
Why is that showing it's not a ring anymore? Why is the ring no longer a ring?
I don't know.
I'm gonna try this. So we obviously did this board 2 years ago. We've still got the test sheets of everything, and we had a ring. And at the moment, there's no ring. All gone, ring final circuit. So we have the CPCs connected, but the neutrals and the lives are not. There's had a new kitchen, and there's been a new bathroom. So we're gonna, well, obvious choice is just start taking some socket fronts off in the kitchen. So we've just pulled up the certificate before. I don't know how well you can see that. Let me zoom in, hang on. So we've just tested the CPC here, and it was 1.13 on that tester. My old tester was 1.14. But 0.63, 0.64 for the live and the neutral. So we've got a problem. It's gonna get some sockets off had. So realistically, looking at from where we were last time here, it's had a new kitchen, new bathroom. It's been completely redecorated, and every single socket is new lap by the looks of it. So we thought it could be the kitchen, but realistically, it could be anywhere. I've already got all the sockets off in the lounge from our pre-checks. We just haven't made our way to the kitchen yet, because I keep getting phone calls. People, you want to get Nick, do you want to be on the cover of this magazine because you've got beard? And I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm just preoccupied at the moment, doing some work. Do you know I've got my lovely Bosch Go in the van as well?
Yeah. You've not done that one yet, bro? New colours?
One's a new colour.
So the one I took off was free. And a spur up as well. I think I found the problem.
Go on then, mate. Enlighten us.
Well, there's something in Wagos, so that's never a good sign.
Do you mean CPC? How dare you? Don't, because the electrician's forum will get hold of you. You'll be slated by everyone that knows better.
That's alright, I'll know best. Yeah, what we got going on here? We got new connected to old.
So that's our ring being
incoming,
split.
And then new going down. Yeah, so we've got old going down, connected to old coming in, and then old, yeah, so realistically they should just, yeah, I guarantee if we put them in with those red ones it'll be fine. Probably.
So you've got a new going down and an old going down.
Yeah.
You've got a new and old here, and you've got a new and old going underneath there. Is there anything in these cupboards, mate? Oh, there's the old light fitting. Nothing in there. So they might have just messed up the ring ends. Right, it's not as quick and simple as we all think. We've split it, wired it back in the board. We've got a, excuse my phone binging, that's Roy from Rhino Trade Insurance. We've got a mint deal about to post. I might have already posted by now, but all these pictures were taken before the beard. Can we call it beard? Yes, call it beard. But yeah, so we've got a ring on the bottom two, but we've not got a ring on the top two. So the bottom ring, I can only think, is the cable comes down. We have an old colour that runs to here, then a new colour potentially runs to there and back, and then to the socket that goes under there. And you can see it on the bottom that runs back to a new colour up here. But the top, we're struggling with the ring at the top, which then says to me that we still have a fault on the existing ring, which would be upstairs. So we've had that one off, we've had that one off, we've had that one off, we've had them off in the lounge. So the next thing is, bedroom above. Let's see what we've got. Old screw fix has been back. Triple USB. I've never seen a triple one.
No.
But we thought, no, we haven't got it. It's been terminated nice, had new back boxes put in. Everything's within the enclosure. It's done really well. I think the only thing I would change is would separate the earth and put me a new sleeve in, but as is. And they're nice and slimline as well. Like, I'm very impressed. It's a 25mm back box. It is recessed a little bit, but it's not that one. We're gonna do this room, and there's 2 more sockets left to check. Right, so we are pulling our air off. Every socket's come off so far, and Adam's just in the boiler, and we've got a 2.5 here, ran in with a 1mm.
That doesn't even do the boiler either. The boiler's new colours.
Right.
So we don't even know what that does.
Time to ring the owner and have a chat.
Is that you and me?
We fixed it. I fixed it, not Adam. No.
I found it.
You what? You found it? You found a... Don't even start with me, boy. Right.
Who told you to take that off?
Yeah, all right, shut up. It's my channel, not yours. Took the panel off. We found a Wago box down here. You might have already seen a short of this because I just naughty, I just did that. They just literally extended a 2.5 across to that. So I've joined through the 2.5 here and the 2.5 here. Lo and behold, we've got a ring. Same thing with the neutral. I like these nipple clamp ones. They're handy, they are. That's what your mum said anyway. So the neutral, whoa, hang on, because I've not put it on there properly. 7.4.
The live was 7.4 as well.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was 5 something. So that's all connected. So we're going to get rid of the 1mm. We're going to just block that off. I don't know what that does. The customer said the boiler has been moved from downstairs upstairs. The boilermen messed with the electrics and did that. So
stinky plumbers, can't trust them.
fact. So we're going to just do a link now. We'll keep this as a spare. That's fine. We'll change it to a bigger Wago box. We'll do a link lead across into here, rejoin the ring, re-terminate that up. So that's good. Then we can do an IR. Well, try and do an IR on 250 because we've got USB sockets everywhere which you want to damage. So yeah, just keep an eye out. I know this is in the ICR, and I know this wasn't our job to come and fix this, to be fair, Adam. We were to hear and go, right, further investigation. It's a customer we worked for before. I knew there was a ring. We have done this 2 years ago, like I said. I wanted to fix it and I wanted to prove a point where no matter what you do on certificates and what you there's someone that comes around and messes it up, didn't there, aren't they? Yeah. So customer's happy. We found a solution. We'll get this fixed and carry on testing. So far, we're putting this back together because I'm going to test the ring at the board and do our results there. I've Wagoed this 1mm off. It should have been pinching power from this and taking it down to somewhere, I don't know. So we're going to just investigate that a little bit further. Adam's done that and put that down, and he also wrote a note on the top saying ring main plus boiler spur on the Wago box that's screwed back. Isn't it mental how many work in here and I've already just done this? Oh, also, new monster, Lewis Hamilton one. Nice. We've done it. Connected the ring back up. Can you see that? 0.58. on the lives, 0.58 on the neutrals. Delicious. Right, we'll carry on with our test. That has taken me a long time to fix, probably a good hour. So I'm going to crack on and we'll jump back when we start doing the RCD testing. Right, onto the RCD settings. So that's on RCD. We've got A, we've got B, we've got BS, EVA RDC, EV/AB, AC, and A. We want A. Yeah. Tell you how to do the test. We want ours on 30 milliamp. It goes all the way up to 650,000 milliamp. VA, I need to double check all this. So we want 30 milliamp. I'm going to go half times, 1 times, 2 times, 5 times. A ramp test, touch VV, or auto. So Adam's next to the board. Oh, sound, thank you. So if I should just click this once, we've got a voltage here, 240. Okay.
Turn it back on?
Yep. So we've got a lot of information, but obviously we need to take just the one reading, which is the 5 times, which is the highest reading, which is the 19.2 milliseconds. It's good, that, isn't it? So that's another video done, another job in the bank done, happy days. Everything passed within the end, obviously fixing the fault, and we will be charging the customer for that. Adam's just asked me, you know, what's the situation with that? Little bits. If it's a screw loose, a cable loose, we fix it back, but we spent an hour on it, so we charge for an hour on top of the ICR. My tester. We both picked out some points that we would like. I'd like a bigger screen than it already is. That's just because I'm getting old and my eyes are going. Adam, you've got no excuse. Touchscreen would be nice, but again, I agree, you're touching the screen with your fingers. There's more things for it to go wrong. The more smart tech you have, the more things to go wrong. So Am I happy with the tester? What?
It's like the most famous quote for you being an electrician encouraging smart home stuff.
Yeah, no, it was true. That my dad always said whenever I used to go and look at getting a car. He said, "Oh, it's got air cons, it's got heat seats," and he was like, "The more stuff you have on it, the more stuff's going to go wrong." And it's very true. But would I recommend this from a 1 EICR? Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Would you? Genuinely?
Yeah.
It's worked quickly. It's worked efficiently. Obviously, it's going to be a lot better when we have a strap on it. That's what your mum said. And it's going to be interesting to see more and more usage and the battery usage. If you like the video, hit subscribe and all that jazz. Go over to Adam's video, like his stuff, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care now. Bye bye then. Bye.